Well, hello everyone, welcome back, and I'm gonna make this intro real quick. Let's do this. There you go. The gameplay, we just saw the reveal trailer, so let's get to this. Let's go. Pre-alpha game build, alright. That's what I kind of deducted from the reveal trailer.
Got about a dozen people frozen here. Need paramedics. ASAP. All units, shootout in progress at Elliott Center.
Multiple accidents. Too many. We can't respond to them all.
Mr. Freeze.
Where the hell is our backup?
Hi, I'm Patrick Redding, creative director on Gotham Knights. On behalf of the whole team at WB Games Montreal,
when you
I'm
watched
really honored to
Dark
give you a
Knight
quick look
Rises,
at our
you wanted to
gameplay.
Elliott Center is covered in ice.
Yeah. Zoom.
Whatever's causing this is localized at the top.
Definitely.
We're going to look at a short
Whoa.
clip from one of Gotham Knight's villain crimes in a pre-alpha build. This mission is halfway through the Mr. Freeze storyline, and we're playing Batgirl a dozen or so hours into her
The
character
cape needs
progression.
work. Oh, come on. Where are the tires spinning? I
All
want it.
units at Elliott Center. Air support inbound.
Oh!
Hostiles opening fire on upper floors. Air support, can you do a fly around?
Freeze has recently returned to Gotham with a mysterious agenda that involves
Beautiful, that was
manipulating the
beautiful.
weather to flash freeze the city.
We need a way to get through that ice.
An important goal for Gotham
Oh.
Knights was that players can play
Frame rate,
all of the
slow
game,
down. Did
either
you see that?
solo or in two-player co-op.
He wants a fight. He'll get it.
Definitely pre-alpha.
Robin's learned how to access the Justice League satellite for short-range teleportation.
Still understand the teleportation stuff. Like,
While Batgirl
is
has
that
mastered
ability,
some
or did he get
more
that
familiar
from somewhere?
techniques.
So this is being built by WB, the people who,
And developed a few new ones of their own.
Oh, and he was gonna have levels. But this is kind of like an Avengers, Marvel Avengers kind of a game, in a way.
Montoya here. Heard you're down there having some fun.
Fun's one word for it.
Just a heads up, that chopper's under orders to fire on anything that moves inside.
Please don't be a live game. Please don't be a live game. Please don't be a live game. Please don't be a live game.
Returning fire. The storm is getting worse. You need to hurry and find a way inside Elliott Center.
The GCPD chopper made that part easy.
Hopefully it's polished, man. For Origins, Arkham Origins, right? I love that game. The only one thing, the aspect that I
This
didn't
doesn't
like
look up
was
to code.
the polishedness, the way everything, and the excellence that the other game had. It just was missing that. But for me, the story and the gameplay and everything was awesome. So hopefully I learned from that and actually make it much more polished.
If anyone asks, I meant to do that.
I won't say a word.
Tours were still going on when Freeze came through.
Those poor people. They didn't stand a chance.
Gotham Knights is built to let players approach each challenge with their preferred style and their preferred build.
You know how cold it is up there, right? You want to die of exposure? Be my guest.
This will only take a second.
It'll only take a second.
Check it out. What the hell is she? Keep them occupied.
That was funny. That guy run past her is like, no, lady, I'm not gonna punch you. Wait a second, I'm gonna run behind you and then we're gonna fight.
No precision!
It is pre-alpha, I know. Just trying to have fun.
Dad, you're it!
Oh. Teamwork makes the dream work.
safest time to take the elevator.
You'd rather take the stairs?
These cables on the floor. Guaranteed they lead to freeze. Belfry, status.
Countless dead, and the temperature's still falling.
We need to stop this. Now.
Belfry wasn't kidding about this storm.
Almost there. I see the weather machine. Ready with the disruptor.
That thing's drawing so much power.
Always a beam in the sky.
Field disruptors in place. It's charging.
Uh-oh.
Get away from my storm engine!
Is that what you're calling it? You don't want to be on the roof when this disruptor goes off. Trust me.
Irrelevant! I already have what I need. The storm has risen over Gotham. Nothing can stop it!
We'll see about that.
You cannot run from me!
Get out of that red circle.
Important
Always.
element of Gotham Knights is that as the player increases in power and ability, their foes keep pace. So confronting a villain like Mr. Freeze can be a very different proposition at level 5 or at level 15.
The
And not
upgrade
just in
actually
terms
makes
of
sense
stats,
in this
but
game.
in the kinds
Here's
of
why.
attacks and defenses
Because
they bring to bear.
it's Batman's whatever's Batman's tech, right? And it's been a few years.
And that was just a
So
short
they need
peek
to
at
upgrade
Gotham
the
Knights.
stuff.
We're going to have more to show
That
in the
actually
future.
makes sense in this case. That's it? 7 minutes are we passed? Damn. Alright. That was a bit of an anticlimactic ending. It was like no big punch or something or jumping over something. It's just like he was in the middle of this attack and oh, that's a real. There you go. So I didn't like the way it ended. There should have been like this big moment and before something happens and then you end the gameplay. But aside from that, look, I'm liking the aspect. It's definitely going to be a co-op game. You can definitely tell. The upgrade part, hopefully it's not like a live game service, something like the Marvel's Avengers are doing, and with its like bone structure and everything. The upgrades there didn't make sense. Here, it can make sense if they do it right. If they do this like microtransaction live service, I'm not going to be happy. I'm just saying that right now. So let's just get that out of the way. But because it's gonna be a sequel to Arkham Knight, I'm definitely thinking this is gonna be a sequel. Our Gotham City, they made it like that city. You know, they just something about it. And even like in the last reveal that I did my reaction on, it looks like it's gonna be a sequel. So it makes sense, the upgrades, because as in the previous reaction I did, the reveal trailer, Bruce Wayne is like, hey, there's my old tech. So yeah, it is old, but hopefully you make something out of it. So it makes sense that each of the characters that he's loading stuff for, you play and then you upgrade. The enemy levels, that is something I don't know, because I like the aspect when the story gives you a higher end and enemies, you know, as the story progresses, and there's these new kind of enemies that come through and new abilities that come through in that sense. So I understand that. I also understand this is like the way they're going to be doing this is probably going to be like roaming around doing side quests and everything. But here's the thing: Arkham Knight, Arkham City, Arkham Origins, all of these games, Arkham Asylum, all of these, they were story focused, right? So the upgrades, and you went through the story and you earned those. And another thing that it did was, because they were story focused, it, even with like the open world environment, this, you always had a sense of the story. This is a big jump from that element, for the technical element, in the terms that they're totally changing that now. And now I don't want, especially in a game like this, I want that story. I don't want to roam around just to see if I can upgrade my armors and stuff, these other missions, and forget about what the story is going on. So the word, like lately, Ghost of Tsushima, the way everything was built, even in the side quests, even when you're doing those, it's very, very, they're all attached to the world that you're in. So even if you're doing side quests, fox dens and everything, if you've seen me play, or if you've seen the gameplay, other play it, or if you've seen any kind of gameplay, um, even within an open world, there was a way to connect it all. So in this, if it all connects, like it, even if the side missions are not like, hey, go get a pen, something like the Odyssey does, where it's like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, that is, that it has these side missions that are not at all, they shouldn't be there. It's like you're a legend and you're collecting somebody's frying pan, and that's that. Like, that's what I mean. Hopefully there's nothing like that, and the game throughout makes sense, and all the missions are, and at least in a way, connected, where it feels they're part of the world. So that's my worry. So with that, like upgrading and stuff, there's also something bad can happen, as I said. So hopefully they're able to balance all these different elements out, especially if they're going this route. So yeah, I mean, there was some form of gameplay. Just give a bit of a taste. A lot of it, some of the moves that you see are from the Arkham games. A lot of them make sense, because they're the Batman family, if you want to call it. So it makes sense that a lot of they've learned from Batman in a way. So it makes sense though why they're using a lot of the moves, and that I'm fine with that. I have no problem. So a lot was familiar, so I like that you don't need to make it something else. They are the Bat family, if you want to call it. So it makes sense that they're sticking to it, sticking to what they've learned, and they're gonna expand on it, hopefully. And maybe like, hey, now that Batman's gone, in their mind, they improve on what they're doing, and I think that's where like all the trees, the skill trees and everything, all that aspect of the game is gonna come in. So yeah, so I'm excited, but at the same time, I need to see more. Can I say that? I'm excited, but at the same time, I need to see more before I can say, oh, I don't have one opinion or the other. I'm not going to say this is going to be great or this is going to be so bad, blah, 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 because it's still like pre, like this is like pre-alpha build that they were showing. So it's 2021, big year, a lot of games coming out. So this is also part of it now. So hopefully they're able to like really make it something special, because those Arkham games, even the Arkham Origin game, all of it, sometimes, the Arkham Knight story can be criticized a lot. I think out of all the games, that's the game that the story-wise, it was really criticized for some of the elements that they introduced in those. But even then, they were amazing, amazing games. And I hope this can follow through with that and actually be as awesome as the other ones. So yeah, with that, I'll end my reaction, and I want to say thank you. Thanks for watching this reaction, and thanks for all the support. Please remember to share and subscribe, dislike, like, all of that. Let me know how I'm doing. What would you like to see on the channel? If there's anything you want, I'll try my best to get to it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and take care, and I will catch you all later. Ta-ta.